drawing a blank on his name.
Talking about Larry King?
Larry King, yeah. Because Larry was a master.
Did you know that in just a few minutes of your day, you can start to change your entire reality? That's right, it's not a trick, nor something mystical. The law of attraction is within your reach, and the secret is how you connect with it. But, contrary to what many think, it's not about waiting for something great or waiting for the universe to act for you. The power is in one simple but powerful action: what you do today. You've probably heard about the law of attraction and how it promises to bring you everything you want, but there's something much deeper than simply wanting it. Many people try to attract good things into their lives, but fail because they don't understand one crucial detail: the present moment. It's not about waiting for a sign or thinking that everything will magically align. True power is in acting in the now. And this is where Bob Proctor's secret comes in. He knew that immediate action is the real turning point for anyone looking to transform their lives quickly. So, what are you waiting for to put this into practice? The power to change your reality is in your hand now, at this very moment. I'm going to show you how you can start today, in a few simple steps, and feel this power happening in your life. Are you ready to start attracting what you really deserve? If there's one thing no one tells you about the law of attraction, it's that it doesn't wait. The universe does not work with tomorrow, when I have time, or when everything is perfect. He reacts to the now. If you want to change your reality, you need to act right now. Positive thinking is great, but without action, nothing happens. So tell me, what can you do now, right now, that will bring you closer to what you want? Small actions create big waves. The first step is always the most powerful. Think with me, have you ever noticed how everything you put off never gets off the ground? How many times have you promised that you would start exercising, read that book, or change your mindset, and you didn't? This happens because the mind seeks comfort and avoids change. But here's the key: the universe responds to your present energy. If you want to attract abundance, act like someone who already has it. If you want love, feel love now. If you want success, behave like someone successful today. And do you know what the best part is? You don't need to take a giant step. The law of attraction responds to even the smallest movements. Do you want to attract prosperity? Take a notebook and write down 3 ways to generate more money. Do you want a healthy relationship? Spend 5 minutes looking in the mirror and complimenting yourself. Want more happiness? Put on some music that feels good and dance in the middle of the room. These are simple gestures that prove to the universe that you are ready to receive. The perfect time to act does not exist. The only real moment is now. You don't need to have everything figured out or feel like you've already mastered the subject. Just do it. Imagine that your life is a car. The universe can guide you, but it cannot direct for you. If you don't put your foot on the accelerator, you'll be stuck forever. And that's not what you want, right? So what's the first action you can take today? Because the truth is that whoever waits, loses. Life changes for those who decide to change. No matter where you are or what has happened before, what truly defines your future is what you do now. And speaking of changes, do you know what could be stopping you from attracting what you want? Your own negative thoughts. This needs to change, and quickly. The mind is like a magnet. If you fill yourself with negative thoughts, you attract more of the same. I'm never lucky, things never work out for me, I'm not good enough. Have you ever noticed how these phrases repeat themselves in your head? And worse, have you ever noticed how, somehow, they become true? This happens because the law of attraction responds to your vibration. But here's the good news: you can reprogram this frequency. Now, tell me something: if your mind were a garden, what have you been planting? If you water negative thoughts, there is no point in expecting flowers, only weeds will grow. But what if, starting today, you started replacing every limiting thought with an empowering affirmation? Swap "I'm never lucky" for "I'm a lucky person and incredible opportunities arise for me every day." Swap "I'm not capable" for "I'm smart, creative and find solutions to any challenge." Try a test now. Close your eyes and say, "I am worthy of everything I desire. Abundance surrounds me. Amazing things happen in my life all the time." Now, notice what happens to your body. Do you feel the energy shift? This is no coincidence. Your brain is listening and responding. The trick is to repeat these statements with emotion, as if they were already reality. The law of attraction does not understand what is real or imagined. It just responds to what you feel. A simple technique for eliminating negative thoughts is cancel and replace. Take a notebook and write down all the bad thoughts that cross your mind during the day. Then, next to each one, write a positive version. Do this for a week. It may seem silly at first, but over time, your mind starts to believe the new affirmations. Remember, you are not a hostage to your thoughts. You have the power to shape them. And here's the most interesting thing: when you start thinking positively, your vibration rises and the universe responds with new opportunities, encounters and situations that previously seemed impossible. But thinking positive is just the beginning. Do you want to take an even bigger leap? Then you need to learn the secret of powerful visualization. If you could live any reality right now, what would it be? Close your eyes for a moment and imagine. Where are you? What do you see around you? What do you feel? The brain doesn't differentiate between the real and the imagined, and that's exactly why visualization is so powerful. When you allow yourself to feel your dream as if it were already happening, the law of attraction takes this as a command and begins to move the pieces in your favor. But the most important detail is, visualizing is not just seeing, it is feeling. Many people close their eyes and try to imagine the future, but they do it the wrong way. They find themselves wishing, not living. Do you notice the difference? Instead of seeing yourself dreaming about that car of your dreams, imagine driving it, feeling the steering wheel in your hands, hearing the sound of the engine, breathing in the smell of a new car. If it's a relationship, visualize the connection, the conversation, the happy moments. If it's money, see yourself holding the bills, accessing your full bank account. Your brain needs details to believe. And the most incredible thing? You can do this right now. Stop for a moment and choose a wish. Close your eyes and imagine every detail for 30 seconds. Feel the joy, the relief, the excitement. When you're done, notice how your energy has changed. This is what the law of attraction captures. This technique is used by athletes, business people, and even Hollywood stars. Jim Carrey, for example, wrote himself a check for $10 million and viewed it as real until, years later, he received exactly that amount for a movie. Now, if you want an even more powerful exercise, try creating a dream board. Take images of what you want and paste them in a visible place. It could be photos of a house, a car, a trip, a happy family. Every day, look at this picture and imagine yourself living that reality. Over time, your subconscious begins to accept that as truth, and believe me, the universe will find a way to bring it to you. But be careful, just visualizing is not enough. You need to take a step towards your dream. Because the universe responds to energy, but it also reacts to action. And that brings us to the next secret: how to turn that vision into reality with inspired action. Dreaming is great, visualizing is powerful, but without action, nothing changes. The law of attraction responds to the energy of movement. There's no point in just wishing for a new job, a dream car, or great love if you don't do anything to get closer to it. And the good news? You don't have to take a giant step all at once. Small actions are enough to show the universe that you are committed. So tell me, what is the smallest step you can take today? Think about it. If your desire is to earn more money, the inspired action may be to update your resume, learn a new skill, or even open a professional profile on a social network. If you want a relationship, maybe it's going out more, talking to new people, or even improving the way you see yourself. If you want to improve your health, you don't need to start with heavy training. A 10-minute walk is a sign to the universe that you are ready for this change. The secret is to follow your intuition. Often, an idea comes out of nowhere and seems like something small, but that's exactly the way to go. Great business people talk about this all the time. Steve Jobs followed his intuition and took a calligraphy course without knowing that it would influence the design of Apple products years later. Oprah started as a reporter and took small steps until she became a global icon. Inspired action never seems big at first, but it's what opens the doors. And do you want to know a powerful trick? Once you have a desire, ask yourself, what's the first step I can take right now? And then, do it. No excuses, no delays. The universe loves speed. When you act quickly, he responds quickly. You don't need to know the entire path, just the next step. As they say, you don't need to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Now, the most interesting part, taking action changes your vibration. And when your vibration rises, you attract more opportunities, coincidences, and signs that you are on the right path. And speaking of vibration, there is something that can speed up this process even further. And it's simpler than you might think: instant gratitude. If there is a shortcut to transforming your energy and attracting good things, that shortcut is called gratitude. And no, I'm not talking about a simple thank you said automatically. I'm talking about feeling real gratitude, in your heart, as if it were overflowing. The reason is simple: when you feel grateful, your vibration instantly rises, and the law of attraction responds to it. If you want to manifest more good things in your life, you first need to recognize the ones you already have. And here's the secret: don't wait for big events to be grateful. The most powerful gratitude is that for the simple things. The air you breathe, the food you have on the table, the sun that warms your skin, the people who love you. When you realize how much you already have, the universe gives you more. But if you only focus on what's missing, you end up feeling scarcity, and guess what attracts you? More missing. So right now, say out loud 5 things you are grateful for. Feel this energy grow within you. Want a practical exercise? Take a notebook and write down, every day, 5 good things that happened. It could be something simple like, today I woke up in a good mood, or I received a message from someone special. At first, it may seem repetitive, but over time, your brain starts looking for more reasons to be grateful. And believe me, when you get into this flow, good things start to happen much more often. Big names in success have already proven this. Tony Robbins, for example, starts every day with a gratitude ritual, because he knows that this emotional state defines the rest of the day. Oprah says keeping a gratitude journal was one of her most life-changing habits. And science confirms, feeling gratitude releases dopamine and serotonin, the well-being hormones. In other words, in addition to attracting more good things, you also feel better in the process. Now, imagine how your life could change if you turn gratitude into a daily habit. And do you want to know how to enhance this process even further? There is a time of day when your mind is most receptive to powerful programming. And that's what we're going to talk about next: affirmations before bed. What you think about before bed defines much more than you imagine. During sleep, your subconscious mind works without filters, absorbing the latest information from the day. In other words, if you fall asleep worried, stressed, or thinking about what went wrong, you are literally programming your energy to attract more of the same. But if you learn to use this moment intelligently, the law of attraction begins to act in your favor before you even wake up. The key is in the affirmations. If before sleeping you repeat phrases like, "My life is getting better every day," "I am worthy of abundance," "The universe is conspiring in my favor," these messages will be absorbed by your subconscious. And the most interesting thing? You don't even need to believe them at first. Just repeat consistently. Over time, your mind begins to accept these new beliefs as truth, and your reality begins to change to reflect this new programming. A powerful technique for this is listening to audio affirmations while you sleep. There are entire playlists on YouTube and Spotify with messages to reprogram your mind for prosperity, health, love, and any other desire. Another effective way is to write your affirmations in a notebook and read them out loud before bed. What matters is feeding your mind with words that raise your vibration and direct your focus to what you want to attract. Want a practical example? If you want to attract more money, you can repeat, "Money flows easily to me from various sources." If you are looking for a healthy relationship, say, "I am loved and I deserve reciprocal love." If you want more confidence, say, "I am capable of achieving anything I want." Repetition creates a new mental pattern, and a new mental pattern creates a new reality. And the most incredible thing? The next day, you wake up with a different energy. But for this to really work, there is something you need to avoid at all costs: complaints. Because, just as gratitude attracts more of what you want, complaining attracts exactly what you don't want. And that brings us to the next secret. If you have a habit that can sabotage your life without you realizing it, that habit is complaining. And it doesn't even have to be something big, just those little everyday complaints. Nothing works for me, I'm always out of money, people are difficult. The problem? The law of attraction doesn't understand joking or venting, it simply responds to your vibration. The more you complain, the more reasons the universe gives you to keep complaining. Now, do a test, go a whole day without complaining. It seems simple, but you will realize how conditioned we are to focus on the negative. The point is that, every time you talk about something bad, you reinforce that reality in your mind and, without realizing it, create a vicious cycle. But if, instead of complaining, you change your perspective, your energy changes too. Instead of saying "I'm always broke," try "I'm learning to attract more prosperity." It seems like a detail, but believe me, it makes all the difference. And it's not me who says it, science confirms it. Neuroscientist Joe Dispenza explains that each thought generates a chemical reaction in the brain, and constant negative thoughts create a mental pattern of scarcity and difficulty. This means that even when something good happens, your mind is already trained to see the bad. The good news? You can reverse this. The first step is to become aware. Whenever you feel like complaining, do an exercise, turn the complaint into something positive. If you're stuck in traffic, instead of complaining, take the opportunity to listen to an inspiring podcast. If something goes wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? It sounds simple, but this shift in mindset changes your frequency and makes you start attracting better situations. And do you want to know another way to speed up this process? In addition to stopping complaining, surround yourself with positivity. Because when your environment reflects the energy you want to attract, everything becomes easier. And that's what we're going to talk about now. The energy around you directly influences what you attract into your life. Have you ever noticed how, after talking to someone negative, your mood changes? Or how certain songs make you feel more excited and others make you feel heavy? This happens because everything is vibration. If you want to manifest good things, you need to ensure that the environment around you is aligned with this frequency. The law of attraction responds to what you feel, and your surroundings can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. Start by observing the people you spend most time with. Do they inspire you or drain your energy? Spending time with people who complain, criticize, and live in nothing goes right mode can affect your own vibrational pattern. This doesn't mean cutting ties with everyone, but rather learning to filter. Give more space to those who motivate, support you, and share the same growth mindset. And, if you don't have many people like that around at the moment, start consuming positive content, books, podcasts, videos, anything that feeds your mind with good ideas. Now, let's talk about your physical environment. Your home and workspace reflect your inner energy. Messy places full of accumulated things can block the flow of energy. Do a test, clean up a room, throw away what you no longer use, and see how you feel afterwards. Additionally, add elements that raise your vibration: plants, natural light, happy colors, objects that remind you of your dreams. Small changes can completely transform your energy. And we can't forget the power of music. Sound has a profound impact on our vibration. Have you ever noticed how certain songs make you more motivated and others seem to drain your energy? Consciously choose what you listen to. Frequencies of 432 Hz and 528 Hz, for example, are known to balance the mind and attract positivity. Playlists with relaxing or uplifting music can be great for keeping your vibration high throughout the day. Now that you know how to raise your energy, how about testing whether the universe is really listening to you? There is a simple but extremely powerful technique for this: asking for a signal. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about next. Have you ever heard of synchronicity? This is the name given to events that happen in such a perfect and coordinated way that you can't ignore the feeling that the universe is sending you a signal. The truth is, if you ask for something with true intention, the universe begins to conspire in your favor, and often this comes in the form of signs. It's as if you start to see more opportunities and coincidences along the way. The key is to ask and, of course, be attentive. A simple way to do this is to ask for a specific signal. It could be something simple, like show me a butterfly if I'm on the right path or if my decision is the right one. I want to see the number 111 somewhere. The secret is to make the request with an open mind and, above all, with a receptive heart. The universe does not speak directly like a person, but through situations, objects, and even people that appear at the right time. Now, when you ask for the sign, don't rush it. Don't be obsessed with finding immediate answers. This only creates resistance. The goal is to simply order with confidence and let the universe do the work. A classic example of this is when someone asks for a sign and suddenly finds what they were looking for without even waiting. Or, in another case, something unexpected happens, and you have the feeling that it was a little push from the universe to confirm that you are on the right path. It is important to be aware of synchronicities, because they often come disguised as something simple, a meeting, a phrase you hear in a conversation, or even a message that arrives at the right time. Don't underestimate the power of a simple chance. When you begin to notice these synchronicities, you can be sure that you are aligned with the laws of the universe, and opportunities begin to appear as if by magic. Now, if you pay attention, something magical will happen. You will notice how the universe is already responding to your request. And this alignment can intensify even further if you commit to moving forward. And that's exactly what we'll explore in the next topic, how a daily commitment can quickly and powerfully transform your life. Here's the secret to making everything you've learned so far really work: consistency. There's no point in following these steps over and over again and expecting everything to change overnight. The law of attraction, like any other skill, requires constant practice. And daily commitment is the key to ensuring your vibration stays high and aligned with your goals. Let's be honest, modern life demands a hectic routine. Sometimes it can feel like we don't have time for anything else. But what if I told you that the change you're looking for can happen in just 5 or 10 minutes a day? The secret is to transform these small actions into daily habits. As you already know, gratitude, affirmations, visualization, and positive choices don't have to be time-consuming tasks, but should be done every day. If you commit to starting your day with a powerful affirmation or ending it with a gratitude reflection, for example, your subconscious mind will start taking action to accomplish those goals more quickly. When you do this consistently, it creates a positive wave that only tends to grow. This is like training a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. And the results start to appear. One way to ensure you don't forget this daily commitment is to turn it into a ritual. Set alarms on your cell phone or write a reminder in your calendar to practice these steps every day. It could be in the morning, before leaving the house, or at night, before going to sleep. The important thing is to create a routine. When this becomes a habit, you will find that the universe begins to respond more quickly, and your life begins to align with your intentions. The most fascinating thing is that this daily commitment will lead you to a state of confidence and empowerment. When you start to notice that change is happening, the feeling of being in control of your life is indescribable. And as you see results, you'll know exactly what to do to keep attracting everything you want. Now, if you haven't started yet, where will you start? This is the right time to commit to your transformation. Now that you know the secrets of the law of attraction and how to put them into practice in your daily life, the big question is, are you ready to take control of your life? Because if you really apply everything you've learned so far, the change will be immediate. The only thing you need to do is act. And the transformation begins now. I want to know, what are you going to do today to start attracting the life you've always dreamed of? Leave your comment and tell me what will change in your routine. But remember, don't stop here. The journey of manifesting what you want requires consistency, and I will be here to guide you. So, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue learning how to master the law of attraction. The best of everything is yet to come, and I will be with you every step of the way.